Okay, we are chatting with Julie Coleman, who is, I guess, the new race director of the 70.3 Ironman in Boulder coming up in August. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you.
Congrats on your becoming the race director here.
Thank you.
I guess, when did that actually happen?
January of 2020,
January.
right before everything blew up.
Before you had a chance to actually do it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how's your year been? How's it been? How have you been keeping busy?
Luckily, being in Colorado was much easier. I came from downtown Chicago where everything was shutting down and very limited. So being here, graciously been able to play outside and stay sane and get back into biking and running myself,
right?
Which is great. Getting back in shape and just enjoying playing outside.
And you're an Ironman athlete, because you told me earlier that you did your first one in Wisconsin?
Wisconsin in 2009, so it's been a while. I did 2 fulls in 2010 as well in Louisville and Florida, but semi-retired since, but did Steelhead in 15, but now just trying to stay in shape and happy and healthy and play outside is more the goal. But
and race directing is not new to you. I mean, you were lifetime, correct?
Correct, yes. I've been a race director for 12 years of races of various sizes. Most recently in Chicago for Lifetime. Chicago Triathlon is the biggest one, and then a couple half marathons there as well.
Okay.
So.
What do you love doing? What do you love most about doing it?
Oh, the craziness of it.
Yeah.
I love all the pieces, all the unknowns. I mean, we plan for what we can, but it's the unknowns that keep you on your feet and keep you thinking and reacting to anything that comes up, and just having a solution on the fly and working with phenomenal people to pull it off. Yep.
Well, before we retorted, you were telling me how doing an Ironman actually kind of changed your life.
It did.
How so?
I became the poster child of, I think, just it taught me you can accomplish anything you want to, and something that's hard work and challenging leading up to it. And I made a lot of life changes that following year, and all for the better. It's how I ended up in this industry as my career, and happier, and so glad I did.
Well, I gotta believe that athlete connection is important to you, to see people that may be in a similar boat, that where this sport really transforms them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we get somewhat bogged down in what we're doing in the minutia, but when you see how it affects the athletes and you see them come across the finish line, and knowing that experience as yourself, I think also helps in that regard for sure. And it brings back the feel-good piece of what we do.
Right.
Yeah.
So talk about Boulder a little bit. You and I talked a little bit earlier. It sounds like it's a fairly similar scenario to the past 70.3s, but there's a couple of changes. One, you mentioned the swim's a little bit different. A couple of changes on the bike.
Yep.
Runs exactly the same. Yep. Let's talk about the swim first. What
sure.
are athletes looking for? Oh, by the way, what's the water temperature?
Too soon to tell.
I know, how many people are asked? That's always the big question.
That is
right?
the big question. We will definitely keep everyone posted. I will say I've been out there at least once a week lately, and it's so good to see normal activity again, and people enjoying the water and the beach, and they have a brand new facility there, which is amazing. So the swim this year is going to be a clockwise triangle per se. It's from boat ramp to boat ramp. Similar to how we had it the full, but reversed for those that know that. But clockwise swim. Transition layout is very similar to 2019. Bike course is a little bit different. No more 2 loops on diagonal, which hopefully everybody will be excited about.
Right.
Don't have to keep track anymore. We now have it out and back on hygiene. So that's the mileage grab there to make up for that. We still have the 3 aid stations. We do have a new location for the 3rd one with the change, and that's just coming off of Highway 66 onto 75th Street.
Okay.
So that's probably the change.
So right by Mary's, well, it used to be Mary's Market.
Prior to
couple
that.
of name changes.
Yeah.
So it's right before that.
Correct. Right after they make that turn onto 75th.
I see.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Any aid station changes because of COVID?
No, because luckily we're late enough in the year that all those protocols were beefed up, and now they're going away. So our athletes should expect it to look as normal. We may still not cut bananas in half. We may still not cut bars. That's currently what we're doing at other races, but by August that could change again. There's a lot of fun plans in the works just with COVID. We're not sure what we could pull off this year with people getting back to work and back to all their normal lives and staffing and that kind of stuff. So
and shuttles for spectators to go in and out.
Yes,
to the reservoir.
we will still have shuttles from 3 hotels: the Holiday Inn Express in Boulder, Marriott that's over on Courtyard, and or Canyon. I'm sorry, the Marriott on Canyon, and I can't think of the third one.
It's in the guide.
It's in the guide. It's in the athlete guide, and also from Boulder High School.
Okay.
So those are run continuously throughout the day on Saturday, on race day only, from 5 a.m. until 6 p.m.
Okay.
Yep.
Super. And what about anything else you want to share about yourself, or what else? Why you love this sport so much?
Ironically enough, I think I learned the most about myself this past year with not doing this and looking for other employment and other jobs and just trying to figure out how this translates to anything else. And it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to find anything that rivals the challenge and the uniqueness of what we do. And everything seems pretty tame in comparison. But I'm grateful to do something I'm passionate about, and also as an athlete myself, enjoy the sport. So I think that comes through, and just trying to plan a great experience, safe and happy for everybody to enjoy.
Well, talk about your team a little bit, the people you work with here, and probably some of the folks know, like Nicole Clark's been around here for a little while, and Dave Christian's going to make a cameo over here,
Yes.
coming back to say hello.
Very excited, yes.
And what else? How about some of the other teammates?
What's great about this Boulder race is it's kind of a family race, and it's never one we need to worry about staffing because everybody wants to be here, and it's great. I get to see people that I haven't seen in years or people that I work with every day, so it'll be a good group coming back together. A lot of faces and names that everybody will recognize. So
do you need volunteers?
Always.
Okay.
I will say Katie Zook is our new volunteer coordinator. She's been involved with the race for quite some time, and she's doing a phenomenal job, especially coming off of this strange year. We have some good numbers coming in, a lot of returning captains and volunteers, which is great. And she's done a phenomenal job, but we can always use more people. So there's a link on our website.
Okay.
We actually just got it moved closer so people can see it easier. It was buried.
Okay.
But yeah, there's always spots open, and we'd love to have more people, the better.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Well, thanks for spending a few times with us, a little bit of time with us, and I'm sure everybody will be glad to know who you are.
Yeah,
and
thank
look for you
you.
out of the race, and hopefully give you lots of accolades for all the wonderful things you have. Because you're ordering cool weather, right?
I am. That's definitely on the plan. And no lightning. No lightning.
No lightning. Because that race can get a little warm, as we all know.
Yes, absolutely. We are adding misters on the run course
Are you?
at 3 aid stations.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, so hopefully that helps people with a little bit of relief. But,
Nice.
yeah.
Good to know.
Yep.
Well, thanks again.
Yeah, thank you.